Hello everyone, I am Father Jonathan Emery, and this is Socially Sourced, a video series on the social teaching of the Catholic Church. This is episode 6, The Common Good. Due to modern advertising, Americans have begun to mistake pleasant for good and unpleasant for bad. For the Church, what is good doesn't have anything to do with whether or not it is pleasant. The good will always be the thing that is healthy for all involved. Weirdly, we can still see this in the physical world, as getting blitzed out of our minds on illegal drugs like heroin is supposedly a pleasant experience in the moment, but destroys one's health and life. So most people don't do it. However, we seem to have much more difficulty with this concept when it comes to the mental, spiritual, moral, and social dimensions of our lives. The Church always seeks the good in itself. In other words, what we would consider healthy today. The common good is not just what is good for an individual, but what is good for all of humanity. The Second Vatican Council document, Gaudium et Spes, describes it this way: the principle of the common good, to which every aspect of social life must be related if it is to attain its fullest meaning, stems from the dignity, unity, and equality of all people. According to its primary and broadly accepted sense, the common good indicates the sum total of social conditions which allow people, either as groups or as individuals, to reach their fulfillment more fully and more easily. This common good is not just the sum of the parts of everyone's individual good, but a desire for all the parts of society to seek out the good of others. Just as an individual must seek out the moral good in their life, society must seek out the common good. A society will only realize the heights of which it is capable when it brings about the common good. Unlike rights, which are the same no matter what the circumstances, the common good is dependent on the social conditions of each historical period, as the common good is directed towards the integral promotion of the person and their fundamental rights. So the common good is focused on protecting the rights of all, while simultaneously promoting the growth of all people, physically, mentally, spiritually, intellectually, and culturally. Because the challenges that people face and the resources at their disposal change over time, the way we do things must constantly be reassessed to fit whatever the current common good is. This does not mean that the old is inherently bad. Quite honestly, new ways of doing things can often lead to just as many, if not more, abuses of the common good. So we must always be vigilant to do what we can to promote the rights of all and their integral growth as a human. Part of the common good is the Christian idea of the universal destination of goods. This stems from the idea that creation is given to all of humanity. We have inherited creation from Adam and Eve, who were made its caretakers by God. We are supposed to make use of creation for our needs, and the Church supports the right to private property for this reason. However, private property is not absolute as a right. Ultimately, creation belongs to God, not us, and anytime we hoard or misuse the property that has been entrusted to us, especially if it is to the detriment of the common good of our brothers and sisters, we can see that property being taken from us. St. Basil the Great put this idea most succinctly: when someone steals another's clothes, we call them a thief. Should we not give the same name to one who could clothe the naked and does not? The bread in your cupboard belongs to the hungry. The coat unused in your closet belongs to the one who needs it. The shoes rotting in your closet belong to the one who has no shoes. The money which you hoard up belongs to the poor. To clarify, this is not an injunction to communism, but is presented as an individual mindset. That which I do not need belongs to my brother or sister who does need it. Join us next week for episode 7, Subsidiarity, Participation, and Solidarity. God bless.